That's Dune. It's Dune-tastic. Good morning, Frangela.
It is. I've seen it like 6 times.
Okay, so this is from the movie Dune, and you are the
Benny. We are the Benny
Gesserit.
Gesserit.
Black Benny Gesserit.
I'm using the voice. We are the Benny Gesserit.
Okay, Angela, I don't know what you're doing. Is that green screen you're doing that your pointy hat is disappearing?
I'm in the desert.
Oh, pardon me. Oh, I see.
I'm on Arrakis, Dune. I'm taming Shia-Lud.
Okay. Someone has got to get a screenshot for people that are only listening to this and post it on Twitter. Okay. So I'm going to try to take you seriously as we have a conversation about racial justice in America. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I can't look at you. And then I've got Nightwing over here. I can't look at him either. And Brian May from Queen is dressed like a pumpkin. I can't take any of you people seriously. All right. So we had Glenn Kirshner on, who is echoes Judge Beryl Howard, who is frustrated with the Justice Department, who is saying that the seriousness of this does not appear to be so far forthcoming in a lot of the sentencing for the January. I know you particularly know a lot of black people that get to go home to their mommy and daddy once they've been arrested for a violent crime, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
Let me tell you something. Earlier last week, a black girl was arrested at school for drawing a picture that people thought was objectionable.
Right.
So I'm trying to understand. Let me get the parameters here. Black people can't draw, can't sleep, certainly can't peacefully protest, but white people can literally mount an insurrection.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you send them home to their parents when they're adults.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the justice in America. That is the injustice in America. That and it's on display right now.
And that was the guy that assaulted Officer Fanone, stole his badge, buried his badge in his backyard, and then said, "What has happened was I was trying to help him and save him from the crowd."
Yes.
That's that guy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I've heard people argue. I've watched people say that Sandra Bland might be alive today if she hadn't, gotten a little attitude with the police and refused to put out her cigarette, allegedly.
Yeah.
We watched this happen to Officer Fanone, all of us. We watched it. We've seen the video 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And they are literally, I don't want to hear, whenever I see one of those flags with a little thin blue line, you do not support law enforcement. You do not support laws. What you are is a treasonous traitor terrorist.
And
period.
the judge,
if you back that.
And the judge who Glenn Kirshner said he respects, I get it that more than one thing can be true, that they are being radicalized in this patriot wing, but then put them in different prisons. Separate them somehow. Like, how is the answer that they get to go home under any kind of probation?
Because when black people are in jail and or whatever happens, it's like we didn't get to get out because of COVID.
Nope.
We didn't even get to get out because of marijuana. White people started selling marijuana. We still wasn't getting out of jail.
Nope. Yeah. And on top of it, I was reading an article today that suggested that one of these domestic terrorists wanting to be put into solitary confinement was an act of bravery. No, it's not. It's to keep them away from the rest of the prison population, which is mostly minorities who are who've been put there for crap they didn't do or that was messed up in the first place. A lot of them. That's why he wants to go to solitary, because he's afraid.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. Once again, in particular, Angela, I am having a hard time listening to your very good points, because that looks like a sort of a combination between a white supremacist and a conehead from the Coneheads in 1975, circa SNL. Or you look like a construction cone.
Fear my Golden Jabbar. Fear it. You will fear my Golden Jabbar.
You need to update your references, Steph.
I have not seen the movie. I have not seen the movie, nerds, and you're all just freaking me out. What is Dune about? I don't.
It's about a desert planet covered in where there's spice, and everyone loves spice.
You know what? No, we gotta make it more appealing. It's covered in lesbians.
Oh, now I get it. Okay.
Very thirsty women. There are a lot of thirsty women.
Are you condescending to me?
No.
Okay. Anyway, my point is, we had Eric Swalwell on yesterday. He said he is confident in the DOJ. Glenn Kirshner is a little more, let's just say impatient this morning, angry. I mean, it is hard to know what exactly is going on at the DOJ, but it does not inspire confidence, I think, so far. And as even a judge said about the sentencing of these are the down below people, right? Before we even get up to, I know Merrick Garland said all the right stuff. They're not constraining anyone in any way, the FBI or whatever, in investigating January 6th. But how are you feeling about it?
Well, it feels sympathetic to the insurrection is how I'm feeling about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It feels like the judges that people like the GOP, Mitch McConnell and Trump put in place, it feels like there is no justice for injustice in this country. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get it that justice takes time and that they can't talk about it if there's an ongoing investigation, but there better be an investigation that goes all the way up to Trump.
Yeah.
Well, we need to stop deifying people here in the progressives and Democrats. We need to stop pre-deifying people. We really do need to stop thinking that people are just because they did one thing right or they're, quote, doing their job here or there, that they're going to automatically always be just.
Right.
The reality is Merrick Garland, as I've said from the beginning, wasn't a good Supreme Court pick. He really wasn't.
Yeah.
So
he was the centrist pick. Yeah.
He was a centrist pick because Mitch McConnell picked him and said that he would absolutely, the Republicans would, absolutely confirm him if he was put up as SCOTUS nominee. And then, of course, they didn't even have a hearing on it. So what they do is lie. They get this guy. And so since then, people have been pushing this Merrick Garland agenda. When I look at his record, I don't see any reason to believe he's not going to do anything but sit on his hands and wait it out.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I hope not. Now I realize that I am taking you more seriously because I just realized that Francis's hat looks like a giant vagina. You look like a baby being born out of a giant vagina right now.
Well, this is how I fold space and time, Stephanie.
Right.
Okay.
In the vagina.
Doesn't she look like she's currently being born, like right now? Like her face is coming out.
She drank the waters of life, Stephanie. She can see through time.
Yes, I can. I can fold space and time, Stephanie. You know what?
We're the black Benny Gesserit.
This show's going to go on forever.
Wow, I'm surrounded by nerds. That's all I can say. Okay, Robert in Florida. When I want to talk to Robert in Florida, things are bad.
Dump trailer. You parked under my dump trailer.
Stop yelling, Robert. Just talk like a man. Go ahead.
He might swear.
Go ahead, Robert.
Hey, I'm here. How you doing, everybody?
Go ahead.
Merry Halloween and everything. I'm here. I don't know if you hear me.
Yes, go ahead. Oh my God.
Oh, okay. You know what? There's power in being one of the senators on the Republican side. If you're on the fence or you come from a state that actually voted for Joe Biden, I mean, all you got to do is just take a look at Cinema and Joe Manchin over there, and you can see all the attention you get.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like retiring, like Toomey. He could say, you know what? I might vote that way. But you know why they don't? Everybody, it's because they're afraid of their own. They are. They just got caught on tape, a couple of them, saying we had to vote against contempt because they're wacko birds, their own voters. Adam Kinzinger has just announced he will not seek re-election because of course you can't tell the truth and get re-elected, I guess, as a Republican. This is where we are, right?
Yeah. This is exactly. We're begging. Basically, we are relying on Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger to at least say that there are people on the other side that can see reality.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Nightwing is silencing the creatures in the kingdom here. Pardon me. Yes. No. I just Frangela, this has been a rough week between the actual violence, threats of violence, just this sort of. I just feel like it's one, you know what I mean? I feel like something's going to be the drop in the already full glass of water that this like boiling tea kettle of America is right now. Don't you think?
Absolutely. Let me tell you what's about to happen. We're about to lose our minds. And I know you think you've seen that, but you haven't. You haven't seen it. If they want millions of Deseret naked at the Capitol, they are going about it right. This is how to make it happen.
Father, the sleeper has awakened.
Okay.
My name is a killing word. Do you hear me?
Okay.
You're weirding Stephanie out like you don't even know right now.
Someone needs to just tweet that segment or just that little thing because that's terrifying. 19 minutes after the Frangela, they've lost it, man. They're ready to snap.
They're in full character right now.
The nerve the three of us are sharing is just wow. Okay, 19 minutes after the.